Hey guys, Pickle Rick here from Llama Labs. Welcome back to another episode of Sailing the Open Sea. Hope you guys have been preparing for the holiday season. Seems that some people are in pretty festive mood as we've seen some volume across multiple projects the past week or so. Maybe some of the profits from Valhalla and some other projects kind of leaking over. We'll cover a few of those in today's episode. I also want to make sure that you guys are aware we are doing another giveaway at the end of the episode for two prizes of $25 in USDC, so stay tuned for that. We'll go ahead and kick things off here with Plague. Um, I'm sure a lot of people have been following Sappy Seals, project that I've mentioned here in the YouTube before. Just one of the those communities that shows out all the time on Twitter. Lots of marketing, lots of multiple chains are aware of the Sappy Seals, and it's kind of brought more attention to these community projects where they have a good founder and you just see the profile picture everywhere on Twitter and Discord. Plague is one of those projects. It's been seeing steady increase in floor just over the past few months. I believe it was, maybe zero point zero 0.05 a few months ago, and it's just slowly risen to zero point 0.1, held around there, went to like 0.15, held there, and just as more people learn about the project. The community is very passionate, always shilling the project. Anytime anyone asks about what projects to look into, they've got a lot going on. Recently revealed like a new earn to earn mechanic. Pons is just, is very well respected in the space. Lots of founders, regard him highly for the ideas that he puts forward. And, because of that, we recently saw a pump. It was holding around zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 in the past week or so, and this week we saw it get all the way to just about zero point 0.6. Just saw people on the timeline just posting about, it's about time people recognize Plague, everyone changing their profile picture, people saying, I can't believe I didn't buy when it was cheaper. So lots of good things to be said about Plague all around. Lots of big name people, whales, influencers talking about their purchases. So it has seen a dip. Obviously, it was a pretty crazy pump. It has kind of seen some support here at the zero point 0.4, zero point 0.45 level. Only 346 listed out of 11,000. So could easily see some more action on the next announcement, next Twitter space. I think they have a Twitter space coming up next week with Pawns. There will be a giveaway on that Twitter space next week as well. So just to, maybe take a look there. There is a Genesis in this collection. I think it was like maybe 1,000. So look for traits, Genesis, and that sort of thing. The other big project that saw some volume this week was Mutant Hounds. I brought them up last week about the collars. The collars did reveal. It didn't reveal the hound, it just revealed whether you had a regular collar or a mega collar. And the Bored Ape community has just been going in on this. We saw last week it was holding around that zero point 0.5 area, and here is where the reveal was. So it revealed and was around that 0.65. So maybe you managed to buy some before reveal leading up. If you sold around here, it did dip back to, or actually the reveal was here. It sold, you could have sold here, and it did dip back to like 0.48 before seeing another retrace, another dip, and then finally it's saw some accumulation here, held the floor. The really big thing to note was the sales of the mega collars. We had 30 ETH, 34 ETH, 38 ETH, 40 ETH, 55 and 64. I did actually see one get sniped at 1.4 right at reveal. So whoever did snipe that, good for you. That's a great flip. Um, all the Basie community is just like raving about how excited they are for this reveal. So it's just one of those things where like when you see a community, especially of like a blue chip community that they have liquidity, and they're talking about a project, there's you shouldn't worry too much about the losses that you could make. Like there's just a lot of potential for profits here, and we saw this hit just over one ETH floor, has kind of dipped down to zero point 0.9. But definitely keep an eye out for when this the hounds actually themselves will reveal, maybe sometime next week before the new year. More Basie news, of course. The tweet about the Jimmy Faces the Ultimate Trial coming out from Yuga Labs and Bored Ape. We saw a lot of volume in the Yuga Labs ecosystem. Uh, Swanee did call the other deed land plots around a zero point 0.8 ETH floor. We have seen those pump to about 1.6 here. We have a 2 ETH sale. Like depending on the traits, people are willing to pay up. So maybe you got a rare, maybe you got a cool trait. So hopefully you got some profits there. We saw some of those. We saw some of them ape into Bored Ape Kennel Club as well. That was sitting around like a six ETH floor, quickly pumped to about 8 ETH. Like I think within maybe 30 minutes to an hour of that tweet. Um, so lots of volume in the Yuga Labs ecosystem with this announcement. We've talked recently about their acquisitions of NKATF and Renga and all that. So could just continue to see more volume in the whole ecosystem. And of course, we also had some mints this week. Chimera King was one that launched. Didn't have much mint volume on the whitelist phase. So the team ended up cutting the price to like basically free for public, and it sold out. Giving Pokemon vibes. I checked the Discord. The team talked about how they've been building this for like 6 months. Pokemon vibes, has a good artist. Who's ex Konami, I believe. I made a call on this last night. It was consolidating around like a zero point zero 0.03 ETH floor, and I just felt like, yeah, I've been seeing recently where we see some pumps during the day when it's only America that's really awake. They start to paper hand because volume slows down, and then once those other markets start to get active, like the Asian market, we see that second pump. So I made that call to try to get in around 0.03, maybe a little bit under, and we did see it pump to about 0.08 last night. That was around right here. It did reveal this morning. If you had any ultra rares, those were going for like 0.15 to 0.2. The legendaries were going for around 0.6. There's also like a shiny trait. Those were going for a pretty decent amount as well. So lots of flip opportunities here if you were able to get in. Same thing with Savage Nation. Lots of minters and early buyers getting in were able to flip for up to like 0.15. They have their reveal coming soon, their stage 2 reveal. The stage 3 will be manual, so there won't really be opportunities to snipe that, but definitely be on the lookout for stage 2. I think this Sunday, we'll be able to snipe some of those and potentially flip. We could see that go back to like maybe 0.15 floor. So yeah, hope everyone has a happy holidays. Like I said, we will be doing a giveaway here. Just make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Comment below what projects you're looking forward to, maybe for the new year, and we'll possibly take a look there. Also comment your Twitter handle, that comment, and we'll pick 2 people to win $25 in USDC. Hope everyone has a happy holidays, and we will be putting another video up next week touching base on some of these projects and some more projects that mint during the week.